Bayern Munich versus Besiktas. Obviously, one of the favourites there to win it all. And what an opponent. Lucky for Bayern Munich. I have to say, it does look like this is where Besiktas comes to the end of their Champions League run. But they have had a good run. Bayern Munich 1.17, draw 9.1, Besiktas 22. Going to start with you, big man. We're all expecting a clean Bayern Munich win. It's how clean, how big, and where is the value? That's the question.
Yeah, I'm looking more towards the goal market here. I would probably just go with both teams to score an over 2.5. It You can get around 140 plus 140. I'm liking that here. I mean, obviously we know Bayern Munich will put a couple past. We know the pace will probably be there in this game as well. I mean, Talisca, Quaresma, they have some guys. Besiktas, they're a pretty good Turkish outfit, as we know. I'm not huge in backing them away from home, but I don't see any reason they can't grab at least one goal here. They've scored
Mm,
in 6 of 7 Champions League road matches. Again, I mean, you're probably not facing the quality of opponent such as Bayern Munich, but I have this one at like 3-1. I definitely think they're good enough to grab a goal. I think they have the ability to do so. I'm not huge on this game. Obviously, there's very little betting value from a side perspective. I was considering plus 2.5, and I thought to myself, I think to honestly hit that, I'm going to have a goal. So might as well just take the over and both teams to score and get much better odds there. So I'll go both teams to score and over 2.5 at around plus 140.
yeah, yeah. I'm nervous. Have to say, Besiktas, I think fourth in the Super League, and Bayern Munich's defence is certainly at home. I don't know whether Bayern Munich will want to slip away that away goal. Are they scoring Besiktas Flash? That is the question.
Um, if they do, I mean, I'm not worried about it because I can't look at that angle. I'm looking that Bayern Munich score at least three, so I'm there with big man. I think that Bayern Munich try and do exactly what Man City did last week, and that's kill the tie as quickly as possible, and then maybe rest some players when you go over there. So, I mean, my angle is basically Bayern Munich -2. I think it's like
Okay.
2.35. And then if they do keep the clean sheet, then that brings you in your 3-0. I can see this being 4-1. I can see it being 4-0, 5-1. So for me, I'm all goals. I'm all Bayern Munich, and at -2, I'm happy to give them two start.
Yeah, yeah. And final over to you there, Nigel. Will Besiktas score? Can they score? And are you going with the goals on this one?
They can score because they've scored so many times in the Champions League already. Whether they score or not
Yeah.
is a different matter. Bayern Munich are just a fantastic beast at home, won 4 in the last 15
Mm,
games. Besiktas just don't keep clean sheets. That's their big problem. They concede goals. I think they only kept 3 clean sheets in something like 15 games or something like that. But I think Bayern Munich are far, far, far too strong. I agree with Flash. I think at home they've got to go out on the front foot. Besiktas, the Turkish sides are notoriously poor travellers over the years, and nothing's any different this season. I think they will win by -2 on the handicap. But also the best thing about the Asian handicap is you get a push if it's exactly
Yeah.
2, and I can't see them keeping exactly 1. So I think the Asian handicap -2 is a great bet because I do think they'll win. And big man said 3-1. Flash has given us every score predictable: 4-1, 5-1, 3-1, 6-1, 7-1. So if we're going to go for the -2, we're not saying that it's going to be competitive. So -2 is the bet for me. I think that's definitely the bet. And also, if you 1.57 is the best price now for Bayern Munich to be leading at half time and full time, the double result. Other firms in the UK are 1.4. That price will not, and I guarantee will not be 1.57 some kick-off time because Bayern Munich go straight at it from the first whistle. And
yeah.
I think draw Bayern Munich half time, Bayern Munich full time at 1.57 is one for someone who wants to pay the shorter price because that will not be around come kick-off time.
Yeah. Go on, big man.
Yeah, quick point to Flash. Nigel kind of hit on it. Bit of a shaky proposition, Flash. Now, I mean, laying the 2. I mean, at least, I mean, 30 cents cheaper. You can get the push in this case. It could very well be 3-1, 3 clear goal winner. That's pretty concerning. No, Flash. That's a high. You think it's that big of a score line? 3-0,
Yeah, I
4
mean,
0
I had this game exactly the same as Bale and Man City last week, and Man City were away from home. I think that the whole mentality here is, I mean, listen, I can see Bayern Munich scoring 5. So if I can see him scoring
Oh,
5, that means Besiktas has got to score most 2. I can't see that happening. So for me, I'm happy with 4-1, maybe 4-0. So I just see them wanting to wrap this game up, big man, tomorrow night, and not worried
Good
about the
point.
second leg.
There's
Because one
certain, there's
thing you
certain,
don't
there's
Because it is
want
certain
to
tough.
do
teams.
is go to Turkey
There's,
with it tight.
Right.
there's certain, I mean, I like the Asian handicap +2 because if you think Besiktas are going to score, which big man does, then they've got to score 4 goals to cover
Yeah.
Flash's bet. So they're not 3 goals, 4 goals. You think they're going to score? So
Oh
I
yeah,
do
I
like
hear
the
you.
two, but
I hear that.
there's certain teams out there that you want to back. I've got a friend of mine who's one of the biggest players in the world in Asian handicaps, and he notoriously plays teams in Italy, not necessarily much now, but years ago with +2, and they're big favourites because the Italian mentality was to win 1-0. Bayern Munich is a different proposition. Manchester City, different position. If you get Manchester United +2 at home, that's probably the sort of side you want to be with. Bayern Munich are very gun-ho. I agree with Flash, but I'm going to take the +2 just in case Besiktas do score, and I don't want to be cheering a side to score 4 goals to win money.
Well,
Yeah.
Nat,
What is the
also, I
+2
think
on the Asian boys?
a +2 on the Asian is 1.72 or 1.62.
See, so
I'm
I'm
sorry.
getting
Sorry.
2 point. See, I'm getting 2.35, but obviously that brings in a tie. And if it's only 2, I suppose you do get a no bet. So I mean,
But
yeah.
Flash, here's what my kind of thought is on this game. I mean, I think we can honestly compare Celtic and Besiktas, right? Besiktas is probably slightly better. I mean, better. I mean, even Celtic was able to kind of keep it close. I mean, Bayern Munich is going to give a goal. I mean, their defense is. It's not. I don't think it's Barcelona or anything or
I
any
don't.
of those
I
teams.
don't know.
No,
I'd
I
be
agree with
nervous
you.
backing them
I-
to score. To be honest with you, Besiktas, but to actually
the
make that my
big thing I
bet.
see-
Yeah.
No, the big thing I see about this Besiktas side, and this is, I would say that Celtic have got a little bit more spirit about them. Like if it goes 1-2, they'll keep going. They'll keep trying to do it because they've got that pride. Away from home,
I mean, 2 legs.
Turkish
Celtic had
sides,
21 shots. 21 shots. I mean, that's. You'd have to
Yeah,
think Besiktas
yeah.
have sure opportunity.
The other thing, big man, is Bayern Munich have only kept 2 clean sheets in
Right.
their last last Bundesliga games, and they're up against teams like Werder Bremen. They're up against teams like Schalke. Wolfsburg at the weekend scored against them. Hoffenheim
Mhm.
scored 2 against them. It's not the question of whether you think they're a comparison to Celtic. It's whether you think Besiktas are as good as Hoffenheim or a
Yeah.
mid-table Bundesliga side. And I
Yeah.
think for that reason they are. I mean, Bayern Munich do concede, but they have the ability to score 2 or 3. So I like your bet, I like your angle, but I'm happy with just 2 goals with that push because on the safe side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm actually going to take Bayern Munich and the over 3.5 goals. I didn't want to bet whether Besiktas could score, but it or score or not. 2.05. So that's my bet there. Well, actually, just looking at some of the thing here, Bayern to win for 2 or 3 goals, 2.25 from Backerman. Martin Green, their team bankroller, Bayern to win and both teams to score, 2.6. And then also somebody wrote somewhere saying, Jim Bean, hi Natalie, hi, how are you? Someone saying also the over 2.5 goals, you can get that about 1.4. I was thinking about sticking that in an ACCA. I thought that was quite a good price for the over 2.5 goals. Anybody disagree?
No.
Well, I mean, what price is
No.
Barcelona? What price is Bayern Munich and over 2.5?
Oh, it's like 1.44. It's nothing. That was the very first bet that I was thinking and I wanted to take, but it was like super low.
The thing
In
is,
fact,
with
actually, it's very
these
similar price
Champions
to
League,
take the over.
with these Champions League games, I think you're if Bayern Munich score after 10 minutes of this game, you're better off to back them the bets to have over 3.5, over 4.5 games at bigger prices and forget your original pre-bet, because it's all about how long Besiktas can keep a clean sheet for, and if they can keep the clean sheet for half and keep that crowd quiet going, and if they do score, it will be like flashing. It'll be 4 or 5 if they score very, very early, and your bet would be to play in play and back over 3.5, over 4.5 in running if they score after 10 minutes, rather than take a pre-match position.
And another thing is this Bayern Munich side have been getting better. They have been really, really flying, and different personnel are coming in and they're fitting in. I mean, they've got goals in them from everywhere. Now, if
Yeah, they
Besiktas
do.
sit in, this is a side that will play their 1-2s and they will carve you. If Besiktas go on the front foot, this side will hit you on the break as well. So I can only see goals, and hopefully they're 4-0 up and they break away and they get a consolation, and then we're all happy.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.